It is becoming a trend, but definitely not what the city needs. Cargo heist, the latest incident happening early this morning in Southwest Philly. Hundreds of cases of beef stolen. You might remember back in April, there was a meat heist in Northeast Philly, and another just days later with 100 cases of crab legs stolen in Northeast Philly. And Greg, turns out it's a bigger issue, nearly a dozen incidents just last month alone. What's going on here?
Yeah, it is definitely a big issue. And one of the problems, speaking with truck drivers, they say there's not enough parking in the Philadelphia region for their trucks. So what you ultimately see is trucks parking on the side of the road like you see here, whether they're closer to their destinations or not, but just parking on the sides of the roads. And what ends up happening is they become vulnerable to crime. Along Delaware Avenue in South Philly, trucks line the ports of Philadelphia, delivering everything from meats, fruits, vegetables, you name it.
I be on the road so much, you can forget the days.
This afternoon, truck driver Andrew Curry is making a pit stop across state lines in New Jersey at a truck stop. But many times that isn't the case, and he says it's because of the lack of truck stops in the Philadelphia region.
You only got 11 hours to drive, and then you got 3 hours to break. So when that time go out, and a lot of times I find myself sleeping on the side of the road and the truck, you know, in an unsafe place.
Which is where they become major targets. Philly police say in the last 3 weeks, there have been 11 cargo heists involving trucks. The most recent this morning, just before 5 a.m. on the 2800 block of South 63rd. Police say 400 cases of beef, estimated at $15,000, were stolen from the back of an unattended cargo truck. Police believe many of these heists are connected.
It's definitely a crime ring, a group of people. We've made arrests of members of this group. We believe it's the same group.
Police say they've been working with federal and state officials to crack down on this operation. In the meantime, some truck drivers say they've been advised by their companies not to even park near Philly.
What we do, we just park like 100 miles out of Philly and then a rest area or truck stop where we can do better than here because we don't want to risk anything.
Police say earlier this year, a driver was thrown to the ground after confronting a group of thieves, which authorities urge drivers not to do.
We're driving all night, or we're driving all morning, and then we got to worry about, you know, not getting proper rest because we got to keep one eye open and keep peeking out just to make sure that the lock is still on the back of the truck.
Now, the question that many people may be asking themselves is, if there is something going on, a heist going on, will the truck drivers actually hear the activity that's going on in the back of their vehicle? Well, we asked the truck drivers, and they had said that they don't hear it because of the fact that a lot of these have refrigerators on the back of them, especially the ones that are carrying the meat, and it is so loud that they can't hear any type of activity that's going on in the back. Reporting live here in South Philly, I'm Greg Payne, Fox 29 News.
Greg,